Hi, I'm Julie from the Tax Practitioners Board. Today I'm going to share some tips for making your tax or BAS agent renewal a smooth process. We'll make sure you understand all your renewal requirements and what information you need to declare to us. So let's get started. As a registered tax or BAS agent, you must renew your registration annually. Your online renewal form is available via My Profile 90 days before your renewal expiry date. But don't worry, when it comes time to renew, we'll contact you to let you know. And that's why it's extremely important to keep your contact details up to date with us. You can do this quickly and easily by visiting My Profile at tpb.gov.au/myprofile. When you receive your reminders to renew, you must be sure to renew at least 30 days before your registration expires. It's important to know that if you forget to renew your registration on time and your registration expires, you cannot provide tax agent or BAS services for a fee or other reward. You will also lose access to the online services of the ATO, such as ATO Online Services for Agents. If this happens, you will need to lodge a new registration application from scratch and wait for a decision to be made. Let's look at some things you need to do before you renew as an individual. If you haven't already verified your identity with us, you must complete a one-off proof of identity process at renewal. Now, I'll talk about this a little bit later as well. You also need to confirm you have completed the required amount of continuing professional education, have professional indemnity insurance in place. You will need to provide the details of your current policy if you haven't already told us. If you relied on a voting membership of a recognised professional association to gain your registration, have your current membership details handy. Confirm the details of your relevant experience. Check your contact details and let us know if anything has changed, and provide details of any offence that may affect your eligibility for registration, including any overdue tax obligations. To renew your partnership or company registration, you will need to provide details of your current professional indemnity insurance policy, your sufficient number of registered individual tax or BAS agents, any directors and partners who are not registered as individual tax or BAS agents, and again, any events that may affect your eligibility for registration, including any overdue tax obligations. Just a note here, if you add or remove a supervising agent from your registration, an email will automatically be sent to that registered supervising agent advising them that they have been added or removed. When you log into My Profile to complete your renewal, you will also need to complete the multi-factor authentication process, or MFA for short. MFA adds a layer of protection when accessing your account and helps prevent it being accessed by an unauthorized third party. You are most likely familiar with MFA, as many apps and online programs use this method of authentication. But if you need help or have questions, check out our FAQs or instructional video on our website at tpb.gov.au/MFA-FAQs. Once logged in, on the left-hand menu under Action Required, You will see that your renewal is ready to complete. Simply click the link and you will be directed to the renewal form. You are now ready to complete your renewal. Your form will automatically pre-populate with the information you've provided to us. Simply confirm or update the information. Once you have done that, click Next. When it comes to the historical legal names section, if any of your previous legal names are incorrect or not displayed, you will need to notify us via our Update Legal or Practice Name form. When completing the form, please be sure to provide evidence of any previous names, for example, a change of name certificate or marriage certificate. Once you've notified us of your previous legal names, you can continue with your renewal application. The next screen explains some key points to note while completing your renewal, including if you have all the essential information on hand, the renewal process should take you less than 30 minutes to complete. Your form will automatically save as you complete each field, so you can leave and return to your renewal at any time through My Profile. Before you can submit your form, you must upload all required documentation and pay your application fee in full. When attaching electronic copies of documents, accepted forms are Word, JPEG, PNG or PDF. Once you submit your completed renewal, a confirmation will be sent to the email address you provide. Once you have read and understood the information on this page, click Next to move on. The next screen will show your registration details. Confirm all your details here, and if anything is incorrect or needs updating, you can do this by visiting My Profile at tpb.gov.au/myprofile. Once everything is correct, click Next. As I mentioned earlier, if you haven't already verified your identity with us, next you'll be asked to complete your one-off proof of identity process. This helps protect your personal information and aligns with Australian government standards. Importantly, if you are unable to provide proof of identity, you will not be able to submit your renewal. To complete your proof of identity, or POI, you should make sure your legal name on the identity documents you're using is exactly the same as the name you use to register with us. If your legal name on your identity documents is incorrect, you must contact the responsible government agency to have your name corrected before undertaking POI. If your legal name on the TPB register is incorrect, contact us via our Change Registration Details form. If you need help with the POI process, check out our video at tpb.gov.au/POI. It provides some helpful tips to assist you. Next, you will need to update your professional indemnity insurance details. If you have your own PI insurance cover, you will need the policy number, name of insurer, start and end date of the policy, and the amount of cover. If you are covered by the PI insurance policy of another registered tax practitioner, you will need their name and registered tax practitioner number. Once you've entered the required information, click Next to continue. Next, we look at registration conditions. Here, any condition that the TPB has placed on your registration will appear on the screen. Depending upon your qualifications and experience, you may have a condition imposed on your registration. This limits the scope of services you can provide or limits your services to a particular area of taxation law. If no condition applies, simply select No and click the Next button. If you need to add a condition, select Yes and click the Add Condition button. A pop-up screen will then appear. Here, you add a description of the condition and click Save. The condition will now appear on your registration page and you can select Next. You will now need to confirm your relevant experience. This will be pre-populated based on the registration option you chose when you first registered. Simply confirm you meet the requirement and select Next. For further information regarding relevant experience requirements, visit our website. If for any reason you have not met the relevant experience requirements, you will need to get in touch with us via our Contact Us form at tpb.gov.au/contact. If you are a member of a recognised professional association, you will need to provide the details here. So make sure you have your membership number handy. Membership is not a registration requirement unless you have used it to gain your registration. For example, under Registration Pathway 206 for tax agents or 102 for BAS agents. If you are renewing your registrations via these pathways and for any reason you are not a voting member, you will need to get in touch with us via our Contact Us form at tpb.gov.au/contact. If you are a member of a recognised professional association, be sure to attach your evidence. Once you've done that, simply click Next. Complete your renewal. You will also need to confirm that you meet the continuing professional education requirements relevant to your registration. If you have completed the requirement, select Yes and then click Next. If for any reason you have not met the requirements, you will need to get in touch with us via our Contact Us form at tpb.gov.au/contact. Next, you need to confirm that you are a fit and proper person. This includes acknowledging that there are no matters that affect your good fame, integrity and characters, such as being an undischarged bankrupt, being sentenced to or served a term of imprisonment, being convicted of a serious taxation offence or an offence involving fraud or dishonesty, being penalised for promoting a tax exploitation scheme, being subject to any disciplinary action by a court, regulator, government body or professional association, being subject to current complaints or investigations by a regulator, government body or professional association. You must confirm that you do not have any outstanding tax obligations for yourself or any related entities. If you have anything to report, include full details in the required fields in your renewal form and then click Next to continue. Next, make sure you review your renewal before making payment, as changes will not be possible once the form has been submitted. Before you submit your renewal, you must pay your application fee in full. The form contains payment instructions and will direct you to the Government EasyPay or BPay website where you can complete your payment. Once paid, enter the details of your payment, such as the due date of payment, receipt number, and amount paid without including the $sign or decimal point. You will then need to attach a copy of your receipt by clicking on Add File. Once you've completed this section, click Next to continue. The final step of the renewal process is the declaration. Be sure to complete the declaration page and submit your application, because even if your payment has been accepted, your application is not complete and we cannot process it until the declaration is completed and the renewal form is submitted. When everything has been submitted correctly, you will receive a submission number followed by an email copy of your submission. Congratulations, you have completed your renewal process successfully. If you require any additional information, you can visit our website at tpb.gov.au/renewals.